So on that journey, where would you say that there were any books that completely changed the way that you thought about things? Were there any pivotal kind of moments that you can remember?
100%. Two kind of pivotal moments. Reading books that I remembered.
Yeah.
Weird. First time I've ever read it. I'm reading it for enlightenment, but the enlightenment doesn't feel like, gosh, I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
It feels more so like, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You recognise truth when you see it.
And starting to get into that relationship with knowing that I can know what's real off of
the feeling,
the process of the information, because we're from ancient source, you know.
Can you name any of those titles of books that felt that way when you read them?
You know, I've got funny different ones that would be like that. I mean, like I said, The Right Knowledge, Dr. Malachi Z. York's work was very, 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 very fantastic to read. Then I have a lot of novels that did a lot of work with me. Octavia Butler is my favourite.
Yeah, so I saw that you mentioned her as a sci-fi writer.
She's for me, she has a book called Wild Seed that I'd slot it in the Old Testament somewhere.
Wow, it deserves to be a gospel,
I'll put it in the Old Testament
somewhere. See, I actually bought this book and it's in on my to-do list of like
Wild
books.
Seed. Well, Octavia in herself, she's a journey. A journey. Just she's got different books that you'd just be surprised that she could even possibly write
in those different ways.
All of these different
I'm looking forward to reading
worlds.
Them. Okay.
It's just exquisite. I read this book more recent. I'm trying to think. There's some great Osho books that I read that I really enjoyed. Love, Freedom and Aloneness. One in particular. That was really good. That was really, really good for me. The Kabbalion was great. There's just so much information though. Marcus Garvey's speeches have always been good. They always
rouse up some kind of fire.
They're always good.
Definitely.
But lots of things. And then things that my mother said, things that my grandmother said. There's a lot of poetry I find just in the Jamaican culture period, the way that things would be said. You know, my grandma, I've been your age, you've never been mine.
Yeah.
You know, and the poetry within that. The poetry within it, like, okay, all right, you know, just so much stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff everywhere. Yeah, really. It's funny you asked me the books because everything came to the front to a point where I almost can't name.
But single out the books.
Anyone, if you know what I mean, because it's really a lot of inspiration.
Well, it's a collective knowledge, and I think even in my journey, I've realised that certain books that I read when I was younger, because they were available to me, I didn't really take the full knowledge, and it was only then when I came back to it that I was like, wait, hang on a second, I read this before, how did I not pick up X, Y and Z? So it's that kind of being ready to receive the information when it's in front of you as well.
I think that's why it's so important to encourage reading to young children, because I think that some of the most, I mean, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe was a
there's parables within that, definitely.
Big time, you know? Roald Dahl, as a writer, what he shared with children was very interesting, and I read everything that the man wrote.
So your influences come from far and wide.
Rosa Guy, amazing author, friends, amazing stuff that sometimes when the world might be a little bit too... you're tackling stuff if you're reading, you're learning about things maybe even before you Judy Blume.
I read a lot of Judy Blume when I was younger.
You know, I mean, she's, you know, just preparing you for stuff like who has to get divorced. Read Judy Blume.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching part 2 of my conversation with Natalie The Floacist Stewart. Check out part 3 where Natalie talks about the journey of flowetry and her body image. You're watching Soul Heights.